not without a limp. Oh, somebody will get that after a while. Not without a limp. I'm beginning in my seasoned age, not my old age, to understand that the walk with God will always cost you something. That most folk want the easy road. They want things just handed to them. But if you look at the life of Jacob, Jacob too was like many of us, that he wanted something for nothing. And the sad part of it is, a lot of our children grow up like Jacob, that they want stuff handed to them, that they don't want to earn nothing. And if most of us tell the truth, everything that we have that is worth having, it becomes valuable to us because we had to go through something to get it what it is that we have. Nobody gave you your house. Nobody gave you your car. You had to work and you had to earn it. It was through blood, sweat, and tears. And those are the things, and those are life lessons that we have to not only teach in the carnal life, but those are lessons that has to be learned in the spiritual life. To whereas everything will cost you something. Even the anointing that you have upon your life, it's going to cost you something, because you will never understand the anointing if it's just given to you. But if you had some accidents, some ups, some downs, some trial, some tribulation, then you understand, I don't want to be like nobody else, because if it costs me this to have what I have, then ain't no telling what it costs you to get what you got. And so if we begin to understand all of that, we'll begin to understand that I don't have time to hate and wish I was somebody else, because I don't know what limp they had to go through to get to what they have. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I don't know how many sleepless nights, how many restless nights, how many times they had to walk the floors of their homes and they ride down the street with tears in their eyes. I don't know what it is they had to go through and what limp that they had to go through in order to get what they got. But when we look at the life of Jacob, whose life means trickster, and he lived up to the billing of what his life meant. For the first thing you find out about him, he wasn't just a trickster when he was born, but he was a trickster in the womb. Y'all know he grabbed Esau by his foot because he wanted to get ahead. Can I tell you something? You better be weary of folk you trying to get ahead of, because you might bite off more than you can chew. He wants to get ahead of Esau. Y'all know the story, because now after he grows up and now he comes in and Esau is hungry, he's cooking the stew. And Esau says, I'll do anything for a bite of the stew. He said, anything? He said, yeah, anything. And he ends up giving him his birthright over a bowl of stew. He sells himself short because of his hunger. And what I'm trying to say to you this morning is, don't sell yourself short. Especially when you know who will supply your every need according to his riches and glory. Don't sell yourself short. If you know that if God fed you when you was hungry before, that he'll feed you again. Don't sell yourself short. He sells himself short. Not only that, he goes into his father, dressed as his brother, dressed as a hairy man. He has the birthright, but not only that, after he perpetrates himself and disguises himself as his brother Esau, now he takes the blessing called Esau. It's all right that you get the stuff, but it's something else when you want the blessing. Once Esau finds out what has happened, what he says to his daddy, out of everything, I ain't worried about the birthright, but did you just save me one blessing? I'll be all right without the birthright. But God, but Dad, I need you to bless me just like you know the blessing was meant for me. But what I began to realize, if the blessing really wasn't meant for Esau, everything was meant to happen just the way it happened, because sometimes you have to lose something to appreciate what's coming to you. And the sad part of it is, don't nobody want to take a loss. That's a whole nother sermon. Don't nobody like losing. You don't believe me? Anybody ever lost their keys? Tear up your whole house. You want to know why? Because don't nobody want to take a loss. Anybody ever misplaced a couple of dollars? Just like that woman in the Bible, when she lost her little 1 penny, just tore up the whole house because you knew you had it and you knew it had value, and you end up losing something and never be able to find it.